Hi, welcome back to All Season. How are you? We're straight back into the kitchen today. We're going to be doing a magret de pato in Espanol, which is duck breast in a pan. We're going to do no pumpkin today. They brought me sweet potatoes, so I'm going to just do a swipe of a sweet potato puree. And I've got some sweet potato in the oven as well. And we've also done some with leftover bread from yesterday. We just blended it with some mint, dried it out, and we're going to just throw that on the plate as well. So yeah, so here we go. So we'll I'll show you quickly how to clean the breast. We'll score it, and I'll just cut in half, and then we'll cook it off. So let's turn this around. Here we go. So we'll just trim it a little bit of the fat on the sides. Okay, just you can save that a little bit later. Now, what we do is we'll just take this little piece off as well, and we'll go straight into there's a blood vein in here, so I like just to squeeze it out a little bit, get the juices out. There we go, and we just go in there and cut crossways and just clean that nicely as well. Okay, so that's pretty much it. It's quite simple. Then we'll flip it back over, and then we'll just score it. Just go straight, just score it, don't put too much pressure on it, just use the weight of the knife. And this, there we go, and then cross it the other way, just do a little bit thinner. Okay, there we go. And tonight we'll just do this for one portion for the lovely Marina for dinner tonight. Okay, cool. So there we have it. We'll just cook it long ways. Okay. So I've got the pan on. I'll just pass you over to Imi. Here we go, Imi. Thank you. There we go. Okay, so I've just turned it on. Just give it a bit of a season. Okay, just on both sides. So you want this as well. You want the meat at room temperature, yeah? Just so it's not as stiff. I don't put any oil or anything in the pan. I'll turn the fire right down, and it's just a little sear, like so. Okay. And you just want to give it a little bit of colour. Okay, and that'll penetrate all the way through just to the start of the meat. So we're just cooking the fat basically. Okay, just give it a bit more. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Bring it right down, so you don't want to actually burn the fat. You just want to give it a nice colour. And then you can actually turn the fire right off, and you just leave it on pilot, and the pilot will keep cooking, keep the pan nice and warm, and you just melt the fat through it. So we're not really actually cooking the meat; it's just getting warm. The meat's getting warm. Okay, I'll just turn this on just to speed it up a little bit. Quite a bit of fat on this one. Okay, now that's getting nice and brown. There we go. Okay, so I'll just seal it on the side. I'll bring the fire back up. And then again on this side. So basically, yeah, just seal the meat each side. turn it off, and then we'll let it to rest for a good 5 minutes. Okay. And at this point, I'm just gonna mass it. It's really intense. There's not a lot of fat and penetration inside the actual meat, and it's very tough. People they cook this and they serve it, and so I'll just mix it a little bit, turn it over a little bit. Okay, done. I can't see you. Okay, so we'll just let that rest for 5 minutes. Now, I'll get the sweet potato out of the oven. It's nice and up. Just cook the potatoes, the sweet potato, the boinato, for about an hour in the oven with the skin on as it came into the house. Just cleaned it, just rinsed it off just a little bit on the skin, and I've just cut it into wedges. And I like to serve it with the actual skin. I like it. It's gives it this little caramelized. There we go. Okay, so we've got that ready, and this is I've got the puree as well. It's basically the sweet potato in the Thermomix as it is, bit of butter, a bit of seasoning, and that's it. So that's nice and warm. We'll get the duck. Just pass the duck in. I like the duck rare, so just warm. I'll just throw it in the oven a little bit, and that's it. Aris, I can't see you, mate. Where are you? How are you today? I can't see you at all.
Well, I'm very well, man. I'm very well. I was enjoying that. I was really enjoying Imi's camera work as well, you know. Yeah, so the duck's looking good. The duck's looking good. So what's the next step?
The next step is the plate up situation. I've got the actual duck heating up in the kitchen, in the oven. It'll be another 3 minutes or so. So I'll start plating up the garnish on the plate whilst the duck's getting finalised in the oven. I'll turn this back around. So black, there we go. So we've got the puree that I was telling you about just a moment ago. Nice and warm. So presentation-wise, really you can just dot it on nicely, keep it nice and elegant, or you can do the old swipe that's ready to put in the old museum, the old swipe. But we'll go the old swipe, eh? There we go. You can just leave it like that. That's really nice and elegant. Actually, we'll just leave it like that. And then we can place, what I do is I just put a little bit of oil on the sweet potato just to give it a nice shine just before you serve it. So you just rub it with your finger. You can place that, for example, here. There we go. Okay, and then we'll get the duck. So the duck, I'm just going to leave it. I've cut it like so. So we actually leave it whole. It should be nice and clear at the moment. Beautiful. Just cut one end off. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put one side of the duck. I made this sugar with cinnamon, so we'll just rub it in. So like so. So, and then we'll just blast it. Just give it a little bit of a caramelize on there. There we go. That'll give it a bit of a sweet touch. Okay. And And then we'll finish it off with a bit of green mint. Green mint and bread. This is quite easy. It's leftover bread from yesterday, really. We just blend in the Thermomix. And then threw some just mint in there, or you can throw some parsley in there. You can throw some thyme. You can, any fresh herbs you got lying around in the fridge. Throw it in with a bit of bread, and that's it, really. And then dry it in a tray. And here you go. There's the duck breast. What do you reckon? It's all right, quite easy, very simple. Nice fresh flavours. Got a bit of mint there. Got a bit of the sweetness of the sweet potato. That's it, really. Any questions, Aris?
Yes, that was probably the quickest recipe that has come up on the program so far. It was like really nice and quick. What I've got to ask you, 21 Restaurante, you're down in Zahara de los Atunes, which is a little bit out of the way, right? It's kind of like all the way southwest of Spain.
Out in the sticks, you'd say.
Okay, so my question is, you're running a fine dining restaurant and everything that you've shown us so far looks fantastic and it looks really delicious. How often do you have to make these adjustments to the menu like you did today with the pumpkin?
Well, they're quite regularly, really. It's a bit of a nightmare, the old suppliers down the south. We're just so far away for anything, and it's a bit difficult at times, but we're here to improvise, and we improvise quite a lot, and we do quite a good bloody job of it. It's quite difficult because we have a set like a really tight menu, and when one ingredient is missing, it's a bit what do you say, or what do you do? So, but we get out of it. It's fun. It's good. We change the menu every month. Today we're changing the menu on the 21st of every month, and we do a degustation menu. It's a little special little thing that we're doing at the moment. So it's out the sticks, improvise.
Well, I guess it tests your creativity. Well, thanks for that. That's all I needed to ask you.
Any more questions?
No, that's it. It looks really terrific, and you gave us a little bit of insight in the day-to-day reality of the restaurant owner as well.
Cool. Nice. Wicked. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. We'll see you next week with some great, exciting other new ingredients, and we'll see what's going on. Bye.